Hello YouTube, and welcome back to the first episode of Let's Play Secrets of Grindea Beta. In this episode I'm going to be letting you know that this is the first episode. And this game is still in beta. I think it's really awesome though, and I want to support it and show everyone how cool it is. So as you can see right here, story mode and arcade mode. I'm going to be starting off on story mode. I might do arcade mode for a couple episodes, but not that much because it's not really as much of a episodes thing as it is a live stream thing. But anyways, then there's also obviously single player, multiplayer. I did record / will record a multiplayer let's play with another YouTuber named Bobby Kingsada or Noisy Tuna. I'm not entirely sure if that's how you pronounce his name. Bobby Kingsada, I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to be doing the single player right now, and I'm going to be starting a new character. And as you could have seen earlier, I had quite a few characters, and I'm just going to be going with my default how I always build my characters whenever I play this game, for those colors and all that. Starting, and I might as well call myself Patrick 8A because that's just what I might as well do. Now there is normal and hard. I think I'm actually going to stick to normal for now, and then because the game is a bit shorter, because it's still in beta, it's about halfway done and all that, I think I will go back and play it again on hard after I go through on normal. So this will not be a completely 100% let's play, because one, it's on beta, and two, it does require a lot of grinding to get to 100% because of just item drops and everything. So I'm just gonna stick to mostly 100% or so. I'm gonna try to get a few secrets, if not all the regular secret type stuff. There's probably something I'm missing, but I don't know what to do. Check your journal in the menu. I'm gonna be doing like sort of voice acting. I'm gonna read everything. I can't really promise good voice acting though. Good morning, sport. You're up early. I hope you slept well. It's a big day today. The day you will become a collector. I remember taking you to your first exam when you could barely walk. I've been taking you to watch the exams every year since, but this year you're finally old enough to enter as a contender. Everyone in our family has passed the exam placing first, so I'm expecting a lot from you, son. Just kidding, I placed third. Don't worry, I'm sure you'll do great. You'd better go get your things together, but first... 30 years ago, I went down this very same road to take that very same test. That day your grandfather gave me a little something to help me along the way. And today I passed my most prized possession on to you, my boy. Not just, but anyways, this magic bag has been within our family for generations. Items placed inside it will have no weight and take up no room until you take them out again. But that's not the best thing about it, son. It's not just some bag. It's a dear friend of our family. Take good care of it. We got a magic bag. It keeps track of all sorts of things for you. While pressing escape now would skip the cutscene, pressing escape when walking around will bring up the menu. Using the menu to manage your equipment, use the menu to manage your equipment. Read up on quests or change settings. Note that in multiplayer, the menu will not pause the game. Look at the time. You better go gather your things. Your shield is in the storage cave, and didn't Jonathan borrow your sword a while ago? New quest, Road to the City. Finally, you're old enough to become a collector. Not just anyone can join, though, and so every year an exam is held, you must travel down the Pillar Mountain to Evergrande City. Before leaving your village, you must find your sword and shield to fend off the creatures in the mountain. Type main quest, reward experience. The new items found in arcade mode, I can talk about that some other time. It's not that important right now. So let's talk to him again. Go get your things and head down the mountain, son. You're a big kid now. The slimes and rabbits won't be a problem for you. Or will they? Just kidding. I'm sure they won't. I'm sure they won't. So yeah, this game, Startington. My first town. The town that it started. Startington. That town. Gonna be talking to this guy. Says, haven't you forgotten something, young boy? Can't go down these mountains without something to fend off the bees with. Where your things are. Where your things are. Gotcha. How should I know? You're still young, aren't you? Take a walk around. Kids these days. Let's talk to you. Yeah, the collector's exam is today. You'll be in it, right? That's so cool. Jonathan is sick, so Mom won't go. But Gramps promised he'd take me so I can watch you. Oh, well that's nice. Whew. This is one deep well, I kid you not. I've been at this thing since last morning trying to get some water to boil my eggs in. It's a good exercise though, so I'm not complaining. So as you can tell, I'm going to be talking to a lot of people. Probably not everyone. I'm probably going to be skipping a few people. But, I just feel like talking and reading stuff. Cough, cough. Man, this is so lame. The collector's exam is today and I'm stuck in bed. Good thing you're not sick too. That would have sucked big time. Your sword? Yeah, I had a great time until Mom stole it from me. I bet she'll give it back to you right away if you ask her. Oh really? Why did she steal it? Your sword? Oh, that's right. You have that dangerous toy. Hold on. Your sword? Oh, that's right. You can have that dangerous toy right back. Thank you very much. Good riddance, I say. You won't believe the pottery bills I've gotten because of that sword. Stay out of trouble now, you hear? I love that little reference to just the pottery and all that. The congratulations. You got your sword back. You can swing it around using the Z button. It's great for beating up monsters and destroying other people's property. Yeah, it is. Speaking of, let's just destroy all the barrels. All the barrels and pots, the pottery, the jar shards, because, oh, okay, well, I didn't get any right there, but occasionally when you break jars, you get jar shards, which are completely useless except for the fact that you can sell them for money, which is not very useless at all. It's awesome. I don't think there's anyone in here. There is someone in here. Mrs. Broomy, the collector's exam is this afternoon. Oh my, you'll do great. You've got lots of collectors in your family after all. Not sure if I put the right emphasis on that word or phrase or whatever. But obviously, like I was saying a little bit earlier, I'm going to be taking my time through this Let's Play a little bit because it is a bit of a shorter game, just because it's still in beta. But like I also said, I probably won't be reading everything. So yeah, here's sword plus crate equals broken crate, which is cool because that's what I've been doing already. I don't really need the sign to tell me how to break stuff. It kind of just comes naturally. But yeah, all the stuff that you get out of here is just some apples and carrots and jar shards, and I was really expecting to break that thing. And you know, fun fact, you do actually kind of need the sword first before you get in here. I think maybe if you start a multiplayer game, oh wait, I'm supposed to read this. Watch the shield meter to prevent this. If your shield breaks, you'll be unable to use it again for a short duration. I really wish I read the rest of that. I mean, I already know how it works, but still, I wish. Anyways, I'm pretty sure maybe if you start a game with multiplayer and one of the other characters is not a new character, they still won't have their sword, but maybe you can use some magic, I'm not sure. Anyways, are you ready? Are you ready to go? Let's see. Here's a shield I see, and a wooden sword too. Good to whack those pesky slimes with. If you want to try out something different from a tiny sword, try swinging this branch. You got a big branch, a two-handed weapon. Two-handed weapons are slower than their one-handed counterparts, but they hit hard and wide. To change equipment, open up the menu and use the equip screen, or find it directly in your inventory. Oh, and one more thing. The fisherman down the river said he saw some shady-looking folks around. Be careful. Sure. Now, I could use the big branch, but I'm going to be using a different type of attack skill when question mark. What? Boo. Even though, I don't know. He just doesn't seem very excited to say boo or anything. Anyways. Yeah, that's right. I'm a talking bag. Whoop-de-doo. Look, kid, I know your old man said some heartfelt things back there, but let's set the record straight right away. I'm in it for the loot. Nothing more, nothing less. When I offer you my invaluable advice, it won't be because I like you. It'll be because as useless as you are now, you'll be even more so if you're dead. ... You don't talk much, do you? Well, that's one thing to like about you, I suppose. Listen, kid, just do what I say and I'll make you the king of collecting. But all in good time. Let's use those... Let's use these pesky slimes to find out just how weak you are, shall we? So rude. Everything's awesome. Bag of tricks. When you see this box, I'm giving you a hint. Pay attention to it. You could try to read those bag of tricks, but I may be in the middle of saying some other random thing by the time that he says that. But, just trying to cut down the bushes. But, yeah, these slimes, probably my favorite thing in RPGs is when they have, well, I am going to say my favorite thing quite a few times, as you might have noticed about how they were talking about the pottery bill and sword breaking furniture, or property and all that. That's just awesome. But as I was saying, one of my favorite things about this game is the idea that they have the slimes as their first enemy. And Bag of Tricks, when you level, don't forget to go into the menu, escape, and assign your new skill points. I'll do that later. But the fact that slimes are one of the first enemies that you fight, like the most basic of enemies, I don't know why, I just like it. I like the idea of having slimes be the first enemy that you fight. And you can actually get a slime hat as a random drop from them, which I'm kind of hoping I'll get because it's pretty good defense, especially for a starting piece of equipment. And I think it looks kind of nice. But I'm not going to be super upset or anything if I don't get it at the moment, because there is better equipment to wear on your head. And I cannot hit this thing. There we go. But there's actually a relatively good reason to not grind right now and to not farm these enemies. But I'm just going to do that anyways. And Bag of Tricks, when you level, don't forget to blah, blah, blah. I guess I will. Or actually, you know what? I guess I won't. Actually, no. Yes, I will. Melee, I'm going to be equipping my Shadow Clone. Summons one or more ghost images of yourself, which will deal bonus damage on all your basic attacks. It's a really great ability. It's one of my favorites. I feel like it's probably a little overpowered, but I'm also going to give it Burning Weapon. Each normal attack has a 5% chance per talent level to burn enemies for 100% of your magic attack. I don't actually have very much magic attack because I haven't, leveled up much in that way. But that's fine. And you can hold the spell button to charge it to a more powerful version. It's usually worth it if you have the time. And I just remembered that there was another ability that I wanted to get that was not this ability. But that's fine. Some spells such as summons will block out a part of your energy. Cancel the spell by pressing again in order to regain it. I was not paying attention to the rabbit dodge technique. So as you can see in the top left corner where it shows my health and my energy, and yes, that's energy, not like mana or chi or whatever, but as you can see, it now says 80 out of 80 rather than the 100 out of 100, and that's because when I'm using the Shadow Clone, Shadow Double thing, like it said, it sort of blocks out part of my energy where it sort of costs a certain amount just to keep it active, but it doesn't necessarily cost anything extra like per attack or anything like that. So that's what I think is pretty cool. It's just sort of reducing your current max of energy without really like costing you anything. But anyways, let's see, increase the burning effect again, and then I'm also going to be equipping the dodging strike. Dash backwards to avoid your foes and return with powerful slash. Stylish dodges will increase damage. So gonna be doing that, and let's see, gonna change this to move it or switch it over. That way it's a little bit easier for me to use my my dodging slash, and the game sort of froze a little bit right there, but let's see. Yeah, it's a really cool move. It's basically just a counter, and it will get more powerful if you do it like at just the right time, because of like you can see there's sort of a little bit of an after image, like not only because I've got the shadow double, but it'll be an actual after image because of the move that I'm using. And if the enemy attacks that after image, then my counter will be stronger, so it makes sense to actually wait for them to get close and attack then and everything. But I'm going to be upgrading my Shadow Clone first, up to level 5, which means like 2 more levels, and then I'm going to be upgrading my Dodging Strike a bit more. However, here for the melee damage, I increased the Burning Weapon for each normal attack to 5% chance to burn enemies and all that. And then now I'm going to be increasing the Insult to Injury. Increases melee damage dealt to targets with debuffs, burn, chill, slow, etc. by 10% per talent level. Meaning that now I've got a 15% chance of igniting them on fire, and then I'll do an extra 10% per level, per talent level, to do extra damage, or I'll do 10% extra damage. Another thing that's cool about this one, if I go to more info, summon a ghost image of yourself, which will deal bonus damage on each basic attack. At level 1, the clone will deal 5 plus 0.5 times skill level % of the original damage. Additionally, your clone has a 40 plus 1 times skill level chance of applying any bonus effects attached to your basic attacks. This includes talents such as Burning Weapon, cards and items granting basic attack modifiers, etc. I just added the etc. because it kind of seemed like it needed it. But so yeah, I have a 40 plus 3, so like a 43% chance of, or a 43% increased chance of applying the burning effect, plus the 15%, so I'm pretty sure it's like 58%, I think. It could be 43% of the 15%, but I'm not entirely sure. But basically, I have a better chance of applying the actual fiery debuff thing, and then I get a 10% bonus damage increase or whatever. Obviously, these enemies are quite simple to defeat, so I really didn't need to grind very much to get strong enough to beat those. And speaking of, I'm going to move on because I do want to actually make some progress in this first episode. And hold on. Life is wonderful up here. No trouble or fear, nature is near. Ain't it dear? No, it's not. Nature's bleh. But anyways, enough of that. Moving on. I'm going to be ignoring all the enemies around here, which I think is pretty nice, that when you want to stop and grind and fight monsters, you can, and they respawn quickly, and you can fight them and stuff. And look, sandals that I just found in this cave that I just, happened to walk upon. Or by walk upon, I mean wander into. That walk upon just doesn't make any sense. But, oh look, bees! They're angry and sting crazy. And you have to, well, what's cool is that you can't attack them normally, but you have to block to guard from them and stun them or whatever. I think it's a really cool mechanic. It can be a little bit frustrating, but it works out pretty well. And then here, something that some people might have missed relatively easily, is a treasure chest full of gold, which is not super important, but it's there. And then this is going to be the first sort of mini-boss type thing. That's far enough, kid. Going to the exams, are we? That might be a problem, seeing as this bridge is now Black Ferret property. But you're in luck. We're businessmen, not bandits. You can pass if you give us 1 billion apples. No. If it isn't Grindea's #1 commodity. Pathetic weaklings. Huh? What? I've been around here longer than... It's a talking bag, bro! That thing must be worth a fortune. At least you got that right. Hand us the bag, kid, now! Insolent mortals! I'm a god before the likes of you! How dare you interrupt me? Unsheath your blade, kid. Show them no mercy. Yeah, he's apparently something you don't want to mess with. Seems to me these guys just turned a simple toll matter into highway robbery, bro. I guess it can't be helped then. Let's show them what happens to fools who mess with the black ferrets. Yeah, we'll show you. That. Impressive. They managed to fall short of even my expectations. Dang, bro. What's up with this kid? He just got lucky this time. You useless fools. Uh-oh. Crud. Welcome back, boss. That's not what it looks like, boss. Silence! I leave for 20 minutes and when I get back some kid beat you up? Hey, wait a minute. That brat is the one. He can't pass even with the toll. This is a dream come true. I get to beat up a kid and can't even get in trouble for it. Boss, you're the best. Be quiet and get out of my way, losers. It's curtains for you now. It's curtains for you now, punk. So I could be mistaken, but if I remember correctly, Bandit Leader Vilya. These 3 characters are based off the 3 main people that actually made this game, which I think is pretty awesome. And this boss is really nothing to worry about because I just did like half her health right now, and very easy to dodge. And let's see, will I kill her with this? I will. Yep, very easy. Impossible. How can... Yeah, boss, I didn't even... Okay, that time I didn't press any buttons, but just skipped through. Are you alright, boss? Can you stand? Get off me, you morons. I just slipped on a cobble, that's all. Now that's what you get for insulting the wrong ancient artifact. What the... Let's retreat, boss. That bag is trouble. Grr, I guess it can't be helped. You got lucky this time, you runt. Next time you're done for. Obviously I don't do any sort of like girly voices for female characters or anything. What a bunch of clowns. Good thing I taught them a lesson. Now let's go, kid. We have an exam to pass. Okay, but seriously, he did like nothing in that fight. It was all me, but oh well. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode because that's about, I think that's about 15 minutes. I've got a little clock type thing here, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. And oh, also before I go, I didn't remind you that I did a I sort of mentioned at the beginning of the Let's Play episode that I did a multiplayer co-op Let's Play with another Let's Player that I will leave a link to in the description. I don't know when the first episode is going to be up, so I will put a link in the description when the first episode comes up. But you can also just Google or look on YouTube for Noisy Tuna Let's Play The Secrets of Grindea and all that, and you can check them out there. And then, like I said, I'll let you know when the actual episode comes out. So that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.